Greetings, Magfed fans. Welcome back, and today marks the return of my voiceover recordings.
Hey, 5 went left! I counted 5 left!
I want to go ahead and actually chat today because I had some thoughts about this this game and about the MFOG. This is actually from MFOG 101, and this happened at SC Village out in Corona, hosted by ODSC and Magfedproshop. And this was an interesting one because it was blazing hot that day, almost 100 degrees, actually about 100 degrees. But probably more notable.
Far right, at their 20, the far right 20.
MFOG 101 is more notable here because there wasn't many people. This is probably the lowest turnout I've seen for an ODSC MFOG. And I had some thoughts about it. You know, one of the main thoughts I had is just really, you know, what does this really mean? Is this like some kind of like overall trend? Because it has been trending lower attendance, generally speaking. Like in the last, like I would say, the last 4 or 5, it's definitely gone down. Like there was a peak there at some point where it was like almost 200 people in an MFOG. It was nuts. It was awesome. It was like this part of this huge like surge of new players and existing players coming out to play Magfed paintball. Is so awesome. You know, and it's great. It's great to see it grow. Great to see you have other players that you can, you know, connect with and learn from, or just experience and have a good time. But you know, like with anything where there's like a lot of growth, you know, there's also its pitfalls. And one of the ones I saw is that during gameplay, like if we have MFOGs like this where you just have meetups, you know, 100 on 100 is not fun. And SC Village is a big park with big fields. A couple of them are smaller, like this here Beirut actually works pretty well with smaller groups, but like for the most part these fields are massive, and even with these massive fields it's still just too many players. In fact, they were actually doing games where they're connecting 2 maps. So a common thing they were doing for a while was they're connecting Beirut, this one here we're on,
tape line,
and the adjacent map which is south of us, which was I think North Vietnam. And it just, I just did not enjoy those games. Like honestly, it just wasn't as fun. So one of the weird kind of benefits of seeing like this kind of like drawdown of players attending the games is that the games are becoming more fun. And you know, for the players out there that were like disappointed by the games, saying like, oh, you're not playing these games, you're not playing much. You know, that's true.
Ready to push again?
These huge games so hard to manage. You're not getting many rounds off. But when the games get smaller like they are right now, the gameplay is becoming so much fun again. I mean, look at this. We're moving. You're able to shoot a couple people out, and you're just now starting to wrap. And then your team's frantically trying to stop you from wrapping, so they're respawning, and you come back as fast as they can. And you're getting all these really cool skirmishes, and like, we're really moving like maybe 10, like 20, 30 feet at a time, but it's just exciting, but you're getting movement. I mean, anyone that's played these like massive big games, you've seen it where you're stuck in the small map and you get to your cover and that's it for the rest of the game. It's fucking boring, man. So, you know, coming to this MFOG 101, we're there, I was a little surprised, and part of me is, you know, I wouldn't say scared, but I'm nervous about the future of our game. You know, paintball has gone through ebbs and flows, and like we want Magfed to kind of like, you know, it's our particular part of paintball, and it's like very niche, and it feels weird to not be part of like that surge that we had, that experience for so long. So, you know, in terms of like my thoughts on it, I'm nervous about what it's going to bring for the future. You know, what I'm seeing here too is that it's not just, there are other games that are happening. The UMFL group, you know, those guys, that's like kind of like the new generation, and those guys are putting on games like crazy. It's actually really promising to see that, and a lot of those players that were coming to MFOGs for ODSC, they all seem to be kind of migrating to that, which that's fantastic, because these OD guys, I mean, they've been doing it for like what, 7, 8 years, or maybe 9 years, I think. They're tired, and I'm sure they're ready to take a break and, you know, maybe pass the mantle, you know, or at least just kind of make like a very, hopefully just have like a much richer like paintball culture. Feel free to put your thoughts in the comments, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until then, I'll see you on the field.